Well, the fundamental problem that we have here is this really goes back to what happened with East-West relations after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. During that time, the West had the opportunity to essentially form a partnership with Russia and adopt Russia as a trading partner and so forth. Instead, the West chose to start gradually expanding the NATO alliance right up to the Russian border, essentially, which was a serious mistake. And that process really accelerated during the George W. Bush years when the neocons, the neoconservatives, were running American foreign policy. The neoconservatives had a long-standing grudge against Russia for a lot of reasons, and there was an effort to expand NATO deep into Eastern Europe and essentially incorporate all of the former Warsaw Pact countries into the NATO alliance. So, and when we look at what the United States has done as far as not only pushing the NATO right up to Russia's borders, essentially, but also the proliferation of American military bases throughout Central Asia, we see an effort being made by the United States to essentially encircle Russia. And the ironic thing about it is that whatever one's position on the situation in the Ukraine and the Crimea, Russia has not acted aggressively against Europe. Certainly Russia has not threatened the United States. Instead, what we have seen is an effort by the United States through NATO and through its proliferation of military bases in Central Asia to try to encircle Russia for whatever reason. And I think there's multiple reasons for it. I think there's within the ranks of the American foreign policy elite, there are people with a long-standing grudge against Russia for a lot of reasons. There's also the goal of expanding American hegemony and incorporating the former Warsaw Pact countries into the what essentially are American clan states, or a network of American shadow colonies in Western Europe, and also to maintain outright imperial hegemony in the Middle East, which in turn means dominating the Middle Eastern oil trade. It means dominating the natural gas pipelines and that kind of thing in the region, as well as trying to encircle other nations in the area. For example, Iran. If you look at the map of American bases, military bases in relationship to Iran, you see that there's a concentrated effort to encircle Iran as well, and I think the United States is trying to do that with Russia also.